back of the class, smacking her lips to the sweet flavor of her strawberry bubblegum. A music playlist entitled The Best of Mr. West plays in her headphones as she bobs her head to every beat that is beaten in and out of her ears. Now, within her imagination, she feels four walls closing in as she suffocates from the claustrophobia of people knowing her secrets. So in her own creative defense, she applies blush and lipstick to her chocolate skin, amplifying her exterior. As she walks down these hallways, strutting her stuff with makeup and blush, coating her face with mascara only to hide stale teardrops. She only allows us to see certain things. Like, everyone knows that she's the prom queen. She's the girl that every man wants, but every girl hates. Every guy wants a piece of her, but no one cares to understand a piece of her. They are blind to the teardrops that stroll down her face as each tear is in unison to the performance she puts on when she's strutting down these hallways. These corners are runways. The teachers and students are her audience, grading her attitude, beauty, and intelligence on first sight. What we don't see is that Maya hides behind a transparent glass to hide her past, and every day welcomes another random guy who stares at her ass as he misses the class that she applies to every outfit she designs. Each pattern is arranged in her garments covers up a new bruise and stitching, stitches and bruises that were once open sores, sores caused by her abusive father, and she can just hear the cries that she cried all over again. Her cries came from being raped, and she didn't even know it. And she thought it was love taps. And she thought this is what goes down when love happens, and she just so happens to be in love with it. And the sad thing is, that she doesn't even know that she's a hostage to Stockholm Syndrome, professing positive thoughts in such a negative act, not knowing it's all just an act, but her father is her only male figure, which figures while she's daddy's little girl, and she remembers the same exact words he said when he threw her to the bed. You are my little girl, and I promise you'll love this. And by thinking Daddy is the perfect gentleman, she stays. She stays on being drawn by a psychological disease as it feeds on her mind because she's so naive. She can taste pain in her blood, sweat, and tears when she hears the all too familiar sound of the bedroom door shutting behind him. So she sits, waits, hides, cries, man, she dies on the inside and prepares herself. I guess Maya is just a damaged child being misunderstood by the system. I said, I guess she's damaged goods just being misunderstood by the system. She walks down these streets filled with dreams as she can't even reach because every night her father drops her off and says, pick a spot, the rent will not pay itself. Standing on corners when only hospitals and legs are open, waiting to get that blowjob because she needed money to blow on new lipstick and nails, but what she fails to realize is what she's doing isn't right. Thinking the next man that welcomes her into his bedroom is going to make her his wife. Man, she thought this was life. But can she be considered a whore because sex has been the only love she knows? The only love she's ever felt was when her father tossed her to the bed and said, girl, I promise you'll love this. And those are the only words that she knew. The words I, love, and you were only perfect for conversations with herself. She is the girl that everyone knows, but knows nothing about.